G'day and welcome to the Asylum. Now, today I am so super stoked to see this little box rock up. Now, the box is pretty crushed, but you know, it's what's inside that counts. Now, what is inside this lovely little box, if you haven't guessed already from seeing the picture at the start of the video, is the Eachine Diatone, in this case, it's going to be the TBS Unify Pro version of the ER349. I am so super stoked to get this, only because of the fact that it is my first 3-inch and it is one that is supposed to be an absolute rip snort. So let's just have a quick look at what is in this semi-squash box. Stickers. Thanks Diatone, we love stickers. I don't know what it is about this hobby, but we all love stickers. You get some pretty awesome, well thought out, well mapped diagrams. We get a Diatone official card, let's be honest. You get a whole heap of parts. In here you've got another strap, you've got a heap of battery leads, you've got all your connections for your receiver, whichever way you want to do it. You get some spares in there, heaps of screws, whole heap of zip ties, whole heap of rubbery bits for your batteries, I'm guessing, prop nuts and everything like that. Always need spares, let's be honest, people. Now, this is a little bit interesting, only because of the fact that when I ordered this, I was expecting some different covers as spares, but I think they must have changed it up, because a lot of people, they were sending them out with one set of GemFam 3052s, which these are, and another set for some bizarre reason, but everyone was like, well, the GemFams work really well, so just send them with them. And other people were getting other covers and spare covers and stuff like that. So I actually got 2 sets of GemFams, one with the little lugs in there and one with the straight through shaft block nut. I don't mind. Props any day of the week, seriously people, because we all know we kill them, let's be honest. Alright, and the star of the show. This looks amazing. It looks amazeballs. Now, yes, I might be a little bit overexcited. Yes, I might be a little bit biased because it is my first 3-inch, but I got to admit, this looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. The build quality is fantastic. And once I get it bound up, and I am going to put, there comes with a little beeper too. So you can put a little beeper down in the front, and I'll show you that a bit closer up later. And when I go through, briefly go through the text and specs, because let's be honest, I want to get this in the air and all of my quads in the air as fast as possible, and that's where the fun is. Now, I know some people are like, well, I want to build them and put my own stamp on them. Do you know what? I think to a certain degree, that's where you can go and build your custom quads. Me, at this point in time, I want something that's going to be absolutely amazeballs out of the box, and this one is looking so far like a really tight unit. It hopefully will perform as good as I have seen, but looking at it, the build quality is amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's get this all, let's have a look at it on the bench, quickly go through the text and specs, and then we can see how she flies. All right, cool. Okay, so on the bench, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Like the one-piece 4K carbon is absolutely beautiful. It's all nicely finished. It is a one-piece frame, so hopefully it's nice and strong. Otherwise, we're going to be replacing frames left, right, and center. But I've got to admit, the finish on this is absolutely brilliant. It's really, really well put together. The soldering joints are absolutely fantastic. The Runcam Swift, Micro Swift, looks awesome sitting in the front of it, and then you've got the super bright LEDs running on top. Just to go through what you've actually got in here, so you've got obviously the Runcam Micro Swift sitting on top. This one's got the TBS Unify sitting on the top of the stack here. You've also got the Mamba 254 32-bit
ESC with the Mamba F405 Mini Mark II flight controller in there, which is cool, and then the all-in-one ESC. The motors, these are really well finished and they look absolutely brilliant. And as you'll see from some DVR, they are as punchy, which is absolutely awesome, especially on a quad this size. But it's got the Mamba 1408 4000 kV motors, but just looking at it overall, this is a really well finished drone. It's absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to show you some DVR, get it up in the air, and let's have some fun.
Wow, I am still super amazed with this little quad. I think it's absolutely fantastic. At the moment, for those who are interested, they're pricing it around the $228 Australian and 155 US. My only little criticisms, and this thing flies absolutely amazingly, but my only little criticisms is the fact that by the time you get the little beeper in there, it makes it really, really difficult to adjust your camera angle. So maybe I'll just take that out later. It was a squeeze to get my receiver in there, but I think that might have come down to my choice of receiver, and I might actually try and fit it on the back because I can print up a little piece and have it coming out that way to give it a bit more space. Because of the top mount of the receiver, I found that there was a bit of interference between the video feed and the transmitter, so I had to insulate that up a bit just to get it going. But I think ultimately I'll actually just remove it from being on top of the actual stack, and I'll put it out here somewhere, and that'll fix up the problem. And the only other criticism that I would have on this is the strap. It comes with two straps. It comes with a short and it comes with a pre-installed long. Comes with a pre-installed short one and comes with a long one as a spare. To get your little 850 milliamp hour 4S batteries in there, you've got to put the longer one in there. So, you know, Diatone, if you're listening, pre-install the longer strap, and you know, maybe even make it a little bit longer and have two longer straps, because a 3S is definitely going to fit in there, but a 4S installed would be great, because it is awfully fiddly to get it all apart, then put the longer strap in and get it all back together. But honestly, that's my only real criticism. I think it flies brilliantly. I don't do it justice personally. I think I'm going to need a lot more packs to actually get used to this thing. It handles and feels like a larger quad, but it's obviously a 3-inch. And I just think it's absolutely amazing, and I think it's fantastic. So if you're looking for a really, really good intermediate to expert flyer, or you just want one quad that you can evolve with, I'd definitely recommend one of these. Even put it on a 3S and get used to it, and then keep scaling up to the 4S, because its 4S is an absolute ripper. So yeah, love this little guy. Check it out if you're interested in the market for a really good ripper. Super torquey, super quick. As I said, my DVR is not going to do this thing justice, but I'll get there. I'll keep ripping. So yeah, check it out, see what you reckon, and as always, keep ripping and make every pack count. See yas.